Content warning. This is a horror game and is not intended for all audience. Please visit our website, blacktabbygames.com, if you need a full list of content warnings. Slay This Princess also contains flashing images. Yeah, okay, I think I'm fine. But welcome to Slay the Princess. It's not completely out yet. This is just the demo, but a horror game, or I guess I gotta go kill this princess. Or maybe she's a bit crazy. I don't know. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Why is there a princess in a cabin?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. So we got big stakes. So I can do choices. So explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you ever considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Or be lazy and say, can't somebody else do this? You know what? Maybe she only wants to end the world because she's locked up.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Okay.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
And before you decide
Makes
to waste
sense.
even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Right.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
But she's locked up, so how can she ruin everything?
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Do I at least get paid? Alright, have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? I don't really want the world to end. I don't want to say forget it. Okay, the end of the world, what are you talking about?
Everything as we know it.
Okay.
No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Is that really a bad thing? But how can a princess locked away in the basement end the world? Yeah, that's actually a good question.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Right. You have any evidence to back this
You're
up?
already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
It seems like you really want me to do this. Like, I ask questions and you don't give me any answers. You just, you just tell me, just don't worry about it. Just go in. But killing a princess does seem kind of bad, though. But you know what? I'm not going to explore. I'm just going to go and say, look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you...
to see what happens, but a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies.
Okay, so I got to go in cautious.
Listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Right.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Okay.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I will.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Okay.
You'll find the princess within.
It's a very small cabin.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. I guess we're just going to proceed to the cabin. Don't have much option here. I could just go home. I could close the game right now.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on
but a
that
dagger.
table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. I guess we just take the blade, just in case.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
And now we go to the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
You really want me to slay this princess? Like, you are packing on
Carries up the stairs.
the logic. But there really is none.
Who's there?
It's me.
It's commanding. Almost as though she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. She only asked me who was there. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
You must have the wrong address.
No, cabin in the woods.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Hey, thanks. But yeah, I don't think I have the wrong address. Hello.
Down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Fine.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Nope. Stop. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Yeah, it was a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steel your nerves and step forward. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Nah, I gotta keep my knife.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare.
Okay.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I agree. I'm gonna tighten my grip though.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Look, she looks so sad.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Okay.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
So I should be scared of her. Her own
You're
words.
chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Uh-huh. So now she's trying to, like, scare me.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing.
I don't think she is either, but maybe she is.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Okay, well. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us?
You go into this expecting to die. You're going to die.
Oh, well,
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the knife.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Oh. Why? Squint at the princess while holding on to the blade. What? Fine, then I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
Okay.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Okay. But I don't want to. Stare at the princess while holding on to the blade.
Stare at the princess, squinting fiercely. She squints.
Ah!
The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you? You'll have to blink eventually.
Fine, slay the princess.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand.
Wow, she looks
Already lost her.
very pissed.
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
She's actually a ninja?
We shouldn't have hesitated. But she doesn't stop there.
Ah!
Kicks you a few times
I'm being kicked in the spleen.
The tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you step as you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor. The princess kneels on your throat, the kind kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
My lungs!
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes black, and you die.
Ah. Chapter 2. Wait.
You're on a path in the woods.
It starts again?
And you're here.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Oh, don't worry. I'll gladly slay the princess. She's got it coming.
Such magnificent gusto. We'll all be in the clear in no time.
Perfect, let's go. We're just gonna get right in there
I have
and slay the
one
princess.
last warning for you.
What's the warning?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Okay,
Don't believe a word she says.
I won't.
It's not her lies that'll stop us.
Voice of the broken?
I must admit, I'm a little worried about going back in there. I don't want to be as much of a downer as my new roommate, but we were definitely outclassed last time. She seems more demon than princess. Ignore them, they don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. Don't get all in your head about
So
it.
now I've got a bunch of voices in my head? Now let's just go in. We're just gonna go right for the throat.
The interior of the cabin is the blade.
Yeah, we got the blade, we get the blade. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Cool. We're going in the basement?
The door to the basement creaks. Her fierce voice.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Fiercer than it was. Of course. Don't let it intimidate. You carefully make your way down the stairs.
Alright, let's do this. There she... Oh, okay.
To descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Now she's got horns and a
Large shadow
tail.
leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Is it just me, or is she bigger than last time?
Yeah, she's different.
It looks like she could rip
Yeah,
those
claws.
chains out of the wall without a second thought. I told you. It's pointless.
I was wondering when I might have company. Free me from my bindings, and maybe I'll let you live for a while.
Okay. Thank you for playing. There's 7 endings in the demo and many more ways to die. Well, I'm not gonna keep on going. But that was Slay the Princess.
In the woods.
And I'm on a path in the
At
woods.
the end of that path, you're here.
So if you want to see more of these, get the demo on Steam. Slay the Princess. Seems like a pretty good game. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.